Good evening, everybody, and welcome to 5 Minutes with Seany. Here is your host, Mr. Sean Entin. Good evening, Sean.
Hello, Jerry. How are you, buddy? It is exciting. It's December. It's the holiday season. It's actually the third night of Hanukkah for us, and tonight's show is really special to me because I'm going to have on a lady friend of ours named Vicki Boudia. You've met her husband Tony a few weeks ago, and Vicki's got an incredible story about her husband Tony on how this all went down with him suffering a stroke. But before I go on and introduce her and bring her on the show, I want everyone to stop for a minute. Please wait. Click the share button right below this message, right below the video. Please click the share button right now. Take a moment and help me share this, because the more shares we get, the more people we can help, and the community is going to grow. So if you guys can all take a second, please push that share button right below the screen. Push the share button. Share with a few friends. Not, you don't have to share a lot, just a couple. But anyways, Vicki and Tony have been married for 26 years here, and she found herself in a bit of trouble when her husband had a stroke in the kitchen. And we're going to find out from her what she did and how she did it, and then how she found us. So it's very special to me. Welcome on Vicki Boudia right now. Thank you, Vicki, for joining us.
Thanks, Sean.
So, Vicki, if you could take us back, what happened on February the 20th of this year? It's only 9 months ago, or less than 9 months ago. You found your husband, your loved one, your soulmate on the kitchen floor, right?
Yep, he had fallen in the kitchen, and I just started asking him, what's going on? This isn't normal. And he said his left side felt funny. He could still speak, so I didn't think stroke at all. So I Googled left side numbness, and stroke things came up.
Wow. So you actually hit the fast messages, which is face, arm,
Yep.
speech, and timing.
Right.
And okay, so then you decided not to call the paramedics, and you decided to take him in yourself into the hospital.
Right.
Which is a little bit warrior-like, but no, I don't recommend that to everybody because,
No.
you have minutes to get someone to a hospital to get what's called the clot buster to get a shot.
Right.
So you get to the hospital and they assess him with the stroke team, and then what?
And they said, we think you've had a stroke. But they couldn't be sure until morning because this was about 11:30 at night. So we're just a county rural type hospital. So I think this CAT scan wasn't until morning. So
Right.
we stayed the night and just kind of wondered.
Wow. And then you're up in Washington, right? The state
Yes.
of Washington. In what city?
We're in Shelton, actually, about 20 miles outside of Olympia.
Okay. Wow. And so you were at night, your husband's having a stroke. And so take us through, he was in the hospital for the next month. What
Right.
goes on in your head? What are you thinking? How do you get through all this?
I just listened to the doctors, did a lot of reading, and was kind of like, okay, we're gonna do what needs to be done. You're going to get better. Because I'd read a couple books by other stroke survivors, and they were very hopeful at the rehab hospital, and so that gave me a lot of hope that okay,
Beautiful.
there's going to be life after this.
Yeah, there's so much life after this.
Right.
That's great. And then you kind of came across our show. How'd that happen? And what'd you see?
Well, Tony saw it in the hospital and showed it to me, and then I watched it when I was home. So I would go to work, visit him at night, and then come home. And I watched you walk on the football field.
Oh, that's right, the 100 yards at Westlake High School. Very cool.
After reading that they told you wouldn't walk, and so that was really encouraging for me. To be like, okay, Tony's gonna walk again. He's not gonna be in a wheelchair forever.
Right. It's just a matter. It's not if, it's just when. The timing is. The body's going to get better. The brain's going to wake up and reconnect itself. But you got to just, as what I've shared with everybody, just keep moving. And it's not about why me. It's about what's next. And you took that approach. If you had to share with other care partners, caregivers, their loved one just has a stroke, what could you tell them? What bit of advice if you're speaking to these thousands of people who are watching?
Well, first call 911. I didn't do that because I didn't know. I didn't know that you could have a stroke and still speak. Tony didn't lose that speech. So that's probably number one, is that that can happen. I didn't
So
know that.
he was still speaking. See, that's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't have the basic symptoms of the stroke, as we all know. Mine was much different. But so Tony was still speaking, but his left side went weak, or his right side?
Yeah, his left side was not paralyzed, but not able to be used really.
Right.
And so,
Amazing. Right.
yeah,
And then he got the therapy needed. He stuck to it.
yeah,
I mean, he was just on the show last week or 2 weeks ago, and he's moving his hands, he's moving his
yeah,
arms. He looks great. And I got to tell you something, and I want you to take this. I give you the credit because behind every good man is a great woman here, and you did this for him. So thank you so much for just being there for him because I'm inspired by that.
I'm I I'm the drill sergeant and then the caregiver.
Oh, you're the drill sergeant. Well, that's what's needed here because,
Yeah.
we get depressed, we get upset.
Mhm.
And Tony, I talk to him all the time, and he's just a ball of fun. I mean, he shared with me stories that I didn't even know about, that he's talking to people who watch the show.
Right.
And, I just want to thank you so much for doing what you're doing and keep going, because
Yep.
it's quite amazing.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to share with the audience of what you saw, what you like, your dislikes, or then anything else?
Just keep the hope. There is hope that they're gonna get better.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always gonna be as bad as it is right now. The progress takes time, but it happens. And
Mm-hmm.
celebrate all those little
The
steps.
little victories, right? The little
Yeah,
victories are small. I
little
get small
little.
steps lead to big steps.
Yep.
That's
And be
beautiful.
an encourager and have somebody for yourself to just kind of talk to and
Mm-hmm.
and be sure and take care of yourself too.
Right. I tell people that, I do some blogs. I say, don't sit in the hospital. Don't wait around. Go take care of yourself, whether it's yoga or running or doing something
Right.
for you. Get them because you need massages as much as Tony needs massages.
Right.
If you don't take care of you, you can't take care of him. And
Exactly.
I've always said that. And that's so wonderful to bring up that statement again. I think we're almost out of time, but you're wonderful. I thank you so much. Your husband has become a friend. I can't wait to meet you guys, and keep it up. And if anyone else you want to share this with, everyone again, please stop for a moment, push that share button right below the video here. Please share this because communities like Vicki who are talking to us, she didn't know what a stroke was, and we can save lives right now by sharing this video with people. Whether you had a stroke or heart attack, call 911 and just keep tuning into us. And thank you so much. This is 5 Minutes with Shawnee. You can check us out at SeanEntin.com. And Vicki, thank you, and give my love to your husband. He's one of my favorite
I
people on the
will.
planet.
Thanks for
So
having
thanks.
us on.
Thank you.